Alright, I'm here with an updated look at my Game Boy and Game Boy Color collections. So now it has been, I think, about 4 years since I've updated this collection, so I figured it would be about time to give this one another look here. And I am combining Game Boy and Game Boy Color, so this is all completely random. But, I will be kind of going throughout the system here and kind of going back and forth between them. But gonna just kind of clarify. So this was original Game Boy. We got here Simpsons, Itchy and Scratchy, whatever. Gray cart, that is the original Game Boy. Now technically something like this one in the black cartridge plays on a Game Boy, and it has a a limited color palette if you put it into the Game Boy Color. And then something like this with the clear case is a Game Boy Color exclusive. So that just some clarification there. Figured would be good, but I'll be honest, a lot of these games, I obviously I go garage selling if you've watched the channel. A lot of these games I don't have a lot of experience. A lot of them I actually just got recently, so might not be the best person to talk about them on a lot of those because I just got them. I haven't gotten a chance to try a lot of them out. But I like the original Game Boy. I think it's obviously pretty important. I'm not huge on playing the games. I like collecting them. I'm not huge on playing them. A lot of them are still a lot of simple fun, and really good. But a lot of them aren't great to go back to. And if I'm gonna play Game Boy, I'm gonna play it on the Super Game Boy or whatever. I'm not playing on the original thing. I kind of hate that original system. But I like the library. It's kind of fun. It's not my favorite Nintendo system, but it's still kind of fun. And there's so much weird stuff I've never heard of. It's like kind of like maybe the last Nintendo system that has a bunch of games that I've just never heard of or never seen before. So I'll jump into my complete in-box collection first before then going into the loose cart stuff. So original Game Boy, Dr. Mario. I like Dr. Mario a lot. Everyone on Earth has played Dr. Mario. I think it's a fun, simple puzzle game. And a lot of these from garage sales. I think all of my boxed Game Boy games from the original Game Boy were from garage sales. It's pretty hard to find complete in-box Game Boy titles. Most people just threw them away. Most people just threw the box and manual away. So you don't really find complete in box. And I believe all of these games are from the same garage sale I got. I think for like $20 with a Game Boy and whatever. Next one I have is Clax. It's kind of a weird puzzle game. Wordtris. It's like a variant of Tetris where you got to kind of use words and whatever. Kind of interesting. Once again, that's it. That's my whole original Game Boy complete in box collection. All those were from the same garage sale. So moving into Game Boy Color, I don't remember where I got this. I think this was a garage sale as well. Game & Watch Gallery 3. Always nice to have these little Game & Watch compilations. They did a lot of them too. I don't know where I even remember where I got this one, but Heroes of Might and Magic. I've not tried this one out, but Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. This is probably one of the Zelda games I've played the least. I'd like for them to do the Link's Awakening treatment for these ones. I have the other one, Oracle Seasons, loose, but I have this one complete. I bought this one on eBay back in the day before the price was really expensive, and it's in good shape. This was from a pretty spectacular eBay find, Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver. This was from a really great eBay find. It was listed just completely wrong. This was back in 2013. It was listed completely wrong, where it was like, it was a Game Boy Color and then these two games complete and whatever. And they listed it as like Pokemon Game Boy case. And it was an auction, so hardly anyone bid on it. I think I was one of the only bidders, and I got it for like $40. So I had both of these games, and complete and everything. Really amazing find, and a Game Boy Color, and I think it had Gex as well. Amazing find, and yeah, classics. Pokemon Gold and Silver are absolute classics. Am I gonna be that donkey meme? I'm gonna be that donkey meme. I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, I like Pokemon Gold and Silver quite a bit. Lara Croft Tomb Raider Curse of the Sword. Not too memorable. I always, and this is kind of a theme. I really appreciate the weird, them taking like more maybe mature, I guess not Tomb Raider I don't really see as mature, but more console based games and putting them on a Game Boy Color version. You got a lot of these PlayStation games, like I don't have this one, but Metal Gear Solid as a Game Boy Color version or a Game Boy Color game. It's not the same game, but really interesting. I really like that, and it's something we'll see as we go through the collection. Uno. This was from a garage sale too, complete in box. I mean, it's Uno. Comes for free with your Xbox. And this is another garage sale one, Wings of Fury. Just kind of a not the most exciting game. Yeah, a lot of games there's just not much to say. I mean, don't want to be a hater or anything, but what am I going to say about Wings of Fury? You know, really, what am I going to say here? So I'll jump kind of into showing now my loose cart original Game Boy games. Kind of just going completely randomly. I have all my Game Boy games are just in a bin. So I'm going to try to kind of go through ones that I don't have anything to say about kind of quickly. Just because I don't see a lot of purpose in me being like, oh yeah, the Addams Family on Game Boy, the original Game Boy. There's so much to say here. I just got this one recently, but like I don't have much to say about the Addams Family on Game Boy. I'm sorry, but I'll do my best to get through these. And I've actually got a lot of Game Boy games this year and Game Boy Color games, which is cool. And they're gonna have to try them out. So a lot of these out. Some of these I might just not have anything to say about because I've never tried them out yet. Panel Action Bingo. I should clarify that since most of my games are garage sale finds, I'm gonna have some missing games. You'll probably come to see some holes in the collection. That's fine. I usually pay maybe $1 to maybe $4 on average for games. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Golf, which is weird that it's not Mario Golf because there's Mario on the cover, but I guess we didn't get Mario Golf till later. Mulan. That was actually a recent addition. Penguin Wars. This one's kind of fun from what I remember. I remember I got it at a garage sale, and the girl who sold it to me was like, oh, this game's so fun. It's incredible. It's great. And I was like, I got to try this out. And it was actually kind of fun. It wasn't nothing amazing or anything, but, you know, Kirby's Pinball Land. Pretty simple, pretty fun little pinball game. I remember I did a video where I was like, yeah, there's not much to say. I was doing my Game Boy Advance collection. And I was saying, oh, there's not much to say about Pokemon Pinball. You know, it's fun, whatever. And this guy got mad at me. He's like, not much to say about Pokemon Pinball. I put dozens of hours into Pokemon Pinball. And I was like, okay. You know, all right. That was a weird one for sure. I'm going to go in, you know, and throw these limited palette games in here. Godzilla the series, which is funny. I bought a Game Boy Color at a sale years back, and then I just dug it out because I wanted to mess around with it. And I saw this game was in here. I didn't even know I had this game. So I just left it in the system somehow. I didn't even realize. So somehow I didn't know I had that game, but, you know, I have it now, I guess. Recent addiction, Lock and Chase. Not too familiar with that one. The Simpsons, Itchy and Scratchy, like I said. Man, some of these Simpsons games, I don't know if that one's particular. There's one I played, it was just not too great on Game Boy. I hate to say. The Smurfs, another recent addition, I got for 50 cents. Rugrats. not too good. I like I don't know, there's cartoon games that you just are like, yeah, this is definitely a cartoon game. Made probably on a budget of $5 for the Game Boy. Got here the Kirby's Dreamland. And Kirby's Dreamland 2. These are some fun ones. Classic Kirby at his finest. And I really appreciate Kirby's Dreamland because you can beat the game in like 20 minutes. I don't know, maybe people wouldn't have appreciated it back then, but it's like, I remember I was like, yeah, I'll check out Kirby's Dreamland, and then like, you know, not very long after, I was like, oh, I'm done with Kirby's Dreamland. Maybe some skilled players 20 minutes, maybe average like 40, 45 minutes, but it's a fun game and really short. Empire Strikes Back. Bug's Life, which I still have the Goodwill sticker on this from when I bought it on June 14th, 2016. I should take that off. These are Game Boy Color games. I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself here. Donkey Kong Land 3. I have the other ones, I think, or a couple of the other ones. These are impressive for the time, for, you know, trying to get that Donkey Kong Country style. They're different games, but trying to get that style on the Game Boy. They're pretty impressive, but I don't know how much I can recommend going back to them now, but, you know, Legend of the River King. This is an old Natsume game, and I got it from a flea market, actually, and cute little game from what I experienced. Once again, I don't have too much experience with that one. Mousetrap Hotel. I think that's kind of an uncommon game. I don't remember which one that is. I know I've tried it, but I don't remember which one that is. Revenge of the Gator. Mortal Kombat 2. These, like, Mortal Kombat, these Mortal Kombat ports to the Game Boy are hilarious. I don't know. There's something really funny. There's a definite attempt here, a definite effort there. There's something really funny that it exists, but, I mean, if you want portable Mortal Kombat, that's not the way to go. I'll say that much. And now it's so funny you can play Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch, and by all means, it's usually considered a pretty decent port of that game, and back then you had to get Mortal Kombat 2 on Game Boy, and it's pretty much ballsack. What else we got here? Here's another one. Killer Instinct on Game Boy. Once again, these fighting, I don't know, they're funny. It's funny that these exist. You got 2 buttons instead of 4. On Genesis, you had the 3 buttons or even 6 buttons. But, yeah, I mean, they tried. It's you can see what they're going for, but obviously, not great. Monster Truck Wars. Heck yeah, man. Let's see here. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. First time I ever played all the way through Link's Awakening is on the Switch version. And I think it's a great game. And I went back then to mess with this one a little bit just to see what ways they were differently. And this holds up pretty well. I can't imagine playing this game without color on the original one. Because, I mean, there's some parts of that game that are kind of, you know, complex. I can't imagine playing it without color. Pokemon Blue, Yellow, and Red. I mean, what is there to say about Pokemon that hasn't been said? But these ones are just, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of an, like, ironic Gen 1er where I'm, like, just too stupid to understand anything after it. I could probably say I'm a Gen 2 or I know a decent amount about Gen 2. And then I really like Gen 5. But I'm just like a moron. I'm like, oh, look at that little guy. That's a little fella right there. Little dog Pokemon or whatever. I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to Pokemon. But I can really appreciate the first gen. I think it's fun today. It's still cool today. I really like what they're going for. I mean, those are just bona fide classics and they hold up really well. The Little Mermaid. Tetris 2. Dr. Franken, which I don't know, there's a game on Super Nintendo called Adventures of Dr. Franken that I played, and it was pretty weird. I would assume it has to have some correlation, but Dr. Franken on Super Nintendo, he's like wearing sunglasses and whatever. I don't know. Radar Mission. Once again, what's there to say about Radar Mission? This one still has a sticker on it, but Mercenary Force. I should take that sticker off. I don't know what this one is. I don't remember ever getting that, to be honest. I don't know where that sticker comes from. I'm completely lost. Tetris. Obviously, quintessential pack-in title. Classic, perfect pack-in title for the Game Boy. And pretty much most people's only Game Boy game. NFL football. Dragon Warrior Monsters. And this we got like revisited later. Dragon Quest Monsters 2 Joker and stuff we got over here. But there's the original. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. This one's a lot of fun. Mario Land in general is pretty good. I feel like these games are the most overlooked Mario games. They are both really good. Once again, the first game's very short, and I'm sure I have it somewhere in here, but Donkey Kong. This one's really fun too. Kind of continuation of what the original Donkey Kong game would be, and it's a really good puzzle platformer. It's pretty fun. Definitely one of the better Game Boy games for sure. And a real good one. Just dropped a winner of a Game Boy Color game there. I don't know what this one is. Tasmanian Devil Munching Madness. Mickey Mouse and the Magic Wands. Or just Mickey Mouse Magic Wands. Hubert. And Donkey Kong Land. So I must not have Donkey Kong Land too, but once again, I mean, good effort trying to get that style over to the Game Boy, but, you know, results are a bit varied on how it actually ended up working out. I got a couple Game Boy cameras. It's a fun peripheral. I have the red one and the yellow one. The red one I got, I looked through what it was on it just to see kind of what pictures, and I saw someone took a picture of what looked like their grandfather in the hospital bed. So that's on my Game Boy. I got the picture of Grandpa in the hospital. If you're watching this and that's your picture, if you want a copy, I can send you a copy of the picture. Hope Grandpa is resting easy. Very weird that that was on there, though. Here's a legendary Gex game I mentioned that was in with the Pokemon games. Bring back Gex. Come on, Square Enix. You own Gex. I bet Square Enix doesn't even realize they own Gex. Like, I bet they're sitting there being like, yeah, we don't own Gex. And then they do. Super Mario Land? Why does my copy have all this crap on it? I don't know. I really like Super Mario Land. I think it's a lot of fun. The first time I ever played it was on the 3DS Virtual Console. And it's another one of those games. It's like, oh, you just beat it in one sitting. And it's a good time. It's really weird. It almost doesn't feel like a Mario game, but good time. Caesar's Palace. Kicks. This is kind of a fun little puzzle game. It's really simple. The amount of games nowadays that you could probably play on a calculator for the Game Boy that came out for the Game Boy are kind of funny. Tetris Plus. Darkwing Duck. Obviously, not the NES game. The NES game is like a Mega Man game because it was developed by Capcom. It's like a Mega Man Darkwing Duck game. I don't think Capcom had anything to do with the Game Boy game. They might have. I don't remember. But check out the NES game. It's like I think it's on that Disney Afternoon collection, and it is pretty much just a Mega Man game. It's like the lost NES Mega Man game. Paperboy. I don't know, Paperboy is one of those series where it's like, it's kind of fun, whatever, but I feel like its importance is a bit overstated in gaming history. Hyper Load Runner. Star Wars Yoda Stories. This game's awful. Terrible game. I don't even know what to say other than that. Pokemon, the trading card game. Cool that you can have like a version of the trading card game to play. I never really cared too much about the Pokemon trading card game itself or the card collecting, so not really for me. And then Yoshi, another little puzzle game. Definitely, Game Boy is definitely the place for puzzle games. And I believe that's it for the Game Boy. For the Game Boy original titles. I'm going to go into the Game Boy Color titles now. Let's see what we got here. Some of these Game Boy Color games, it's like, I don't even remember having this. Just because I get so many of them, and it's like, you know. Spider-Man. I guess this probably came out at the same time as the Neversoft, you know, PlayStation N64 Dreamcast game. Pokemon Crystal. I got this one for $2 at a garage sale years ago. Not a garage sale, flea market, like 2013, I think. And once again, you know, third version of Gold and Silver, but on the Game Boy Color. Some of these I don't even... The Jungle Book. Mia Hamm Soccer Shootout. Rayman. I've never tried that Rayman game before. I like Rayman quite a bit. I've never tried that specific Rayman game. I might have to give that one a go. Donkey Kong Country, once again. Honorable effort to try to port this game from the cutting edge 16-bit graphics ported down to this 8-bit system. It's a good effort, and plays decently enough. And there's actually a fully recreated 8-bit version of the soundtrack for this game. So that's pretty cool, at the very least. That's worth a look. Commander Keen. When is Microsoft bringing back Commander Keen? They own Commander Keen now that they bought Bethesda. When are they bringing it back? Bring it back, Phil Spencer. Army Men. Formula 1. Mario Golf. Pretty fun. Cool little RPG version. I really appreciate all my viewers here when I said in my 3DS collection video that I really wish that Mario Golf would come back. And then I got a bunch of people, and I still am getting a bunch of people being like, hey, Mario Golf's coming for the Switch, Thank you guys. I knew about it already, but I appreciate everyone thinking about me as the premier Mario Golf player. Yeah, looking forward to the Switch version. Hopefully it has a good single-player content like that game does. Zelda, Oracle of Ages. Once again, I wish they would do a remake. I talked about Oracle of Seasons, and obviously different games, but Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, one of the 10 billion different ways you can play the original 8-bit Super Mario Bros. This one is notable because it has like a kind of a interesting multiplayer mode, and they actually pulled it out. They pulled it out at the Nintendo World Championships one year as like one of the final games. They had it just completely randomly just decided, we're going to play Super Mario Deluxe multiplayer, and you're going to like it. And honestly, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool that they did that. Missing the cover on this one, unfortunately. NASCAR Challenge. One of the Rumble games for the Game Boy Color. Alright, let's see here. Planet of the Apes. Mickey's Racing Adventure. This is another Rareware title. I'm more familiar with the N64 version, which is a decent enough racing game. But I'm not too familiar with the Game Boy Color version. I'm not typically huge into trying out the racing games on like handhelds like this. I just don't feel like they do much for me. Tarzan. Disney Magical World Magical Racing Tour. Rocket Power Getting Air. I grew up really liking the Rocket Power show. You can say that it's aged now for sure, but I really liked it as a kid in the early 2000s when it was, relevant. Dragon Tales Dragon Wings. This was a new one I got for $1. And when I saw this, I had forgotten that Dragon Tales existed, and it had not entered my mind in probably nearly 20 years. Spiro La Panique Mécanique. I found this at my flea market recently, and I live in Ohio, so there's no reason that this game, it's a French Game Boy Color game, would show up in a flea market in almost rural Ohio where I was at. But it was there, and I picked it up. Very strange that it was there, but it was $2. I was not going to pick up a random French game. Oh, I missed some original Game Boy games here. You're probably going to get pretty crestfallen if you didn't see that I also had the new Chess Master and WWF Superstars. I would assume that you would have probably... There would have probably been an outrage if I hadn't mentioned those ones because they got covered by Game Boy Color games. But moving on here. Winnie the Pooh Adventures of the 100-Acre Woods. Heck yeah, man. Nice. Yu-Gi-Oh! This was another recent garage sale find. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories. You can tell that a lot of my Game Boy Color collections are garage sale ones. I would like to actively try to find more of the interesting titles and try to collect for them, but I usually try to collect complete in box when it comes to that stuff if I'm going to be paying retail, so it's hard. Bob the Builder Fix-It Fun. Heck yeah, man. Arthur's Absolutely Fun Day. No one's watching this far. I could kind of say that Arthur kind of sucks. Kind of a nerd. No offense. Not trying to call out Arthur, but... Looney Tunes Racing. These are the ones I've been listing off. I just got recently for like $1 or $2, so I've not got the chance of trying them out. Stuart Little, The Journey Home. This is actually a game I had from as a kid. This is the exact copy. When I got my Game Boy Advance for Christmas one year, I also got this game with it. And it's, not very good. It kept me entertained as a kid who liked Stuart Little. But can't say much else than that. Hoyle Card Games. Oof. Duke Nukem, another one. I just appreciate them just having these random ports. Not ports, but random versions of console and PC hardcore games just making their way to the Game Boy Color for whatever reason. Just got to get the old GameStop sticker off of here, but X-Men Mutant Academy. Mission Impossible, I just got this one recently too. I have not tried this out. I don't know if it's probably connected to the N64 game, which they cheaped out and didn't get the, Tom Cruise movie likenesses. They tried to make it based off the TV show and then put it out around the movie. Pretty sneaky. But then my best Game Boy Color game, well, I'll show this one first. I'll leave the best for last. Pokemon Pinball. Pretty fun. I was just playing this one the other day. Just kind of messing around with the Rumble because I saw my copy sitting out. And, it's a fun time. It's pinball. I'm going to get called out by that guy again for saying there's not much to say about pinball, but it's a fun little pinball game. I really like the Rumble. The Rumble feels much better than you would expect it to feel from a 90s Game Boy cartridge. It's actually pretty decent, so something to keep in mind. And then my best game by far, Resident Evil Gaiden. I just got this one at a garage sale a couple weeks ago. You can check that video out. I'll put the card up top. For 50 cents is all I paid for this one. And this is really cool. I want to do actually a full playthrough of this at some point, but I tried it out a little bit. And it almost is like an RPG in a way. Not quite, but it's kind of like top down. You have this weird battle system. So you go into battles and then it's kind of like an active battle almost. Really interesting. This is a pricey game. It's harder to get. There's not many copies out there because it was really late release. 2002, I think. Really late release for a Game Boy Color game. Either 2001 or 2002. But really interesting game. Really bizarre existence of this game. But pretty cool. And if you can nab a copy for a good price and you're a Resident Evil fan, or just a fan of weird stuff on the Game Boy, then it is definitely worth your time. But hopefully this video was worth your time. Because that's it. We've reached all my Game Boy games. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment down below with your favorite Game Boy games. Obviously, I'm missing a ton of gaps. I don't know, like Metroid 2 and stuff. Obviously, I have just a ton of gaps with my collection. So if there's any games that you recommend, though, that aren't the obvious ones, I'd be happy to hear them. Other than that, follow me on Twitter at ObjoGaming. And until next time, thank you for watching.